All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. What's cool? What's hip? What's happening? It is I, your friendly neighborhood ape man, ape of the hour, coming at you live this fine Wednesday afternoon. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing Gucci. Welcome on in. So I got a free schedule. Basically, all the games that I had played, I beat last week. I mean, I played Star Fox. That's done. Ocarina of Time. It took 2 days. I would have done it in one stream, but that just wasn't happening. The weather wouldn't permit it. But now I'm free, and so I thought I'd play some other games, some other recompiled projects, and it came to my attention that one of my favorite games for the Nintendo 64, Bomberman Hero, was in fact released as a recompile. Now, I believe this is a work in progress, so it may be a bit glitchy. However, we have a build of Bomberman Hero recompiled because, you know what, fuck Konami. I'm tired of them waiting for them to remaster this game or release it on NSO, and I don't want to use Project 64 or anything like that. And I already have a legal copy of the game on my Wii. I got it before the Wii eShop got taken down, but I don't feel like setting that up either. It's like a big hassle. So instead, I'm going to be playing this recompiled version of it. I think it would be, very, very fun. I think it would be an interesting experience, for sure. I'm going to get started here in a minute. I know you folks are probably going like, oh my god, please, we're tired of hearing this Bomberman song. Pissing me off. Well, I apologize, but I just wanted to give people more of an opportunity to come in here and join me. I have been known to kind of dive into things before people are available, which is, I'm sorry. I guess I'm antsy. I'm an impatient ape. I apologize for being a little bit late on the schedule here. I know I said 2 p.m. and I got started live around 2:12. The reason being, I was making memes. I was making memes. I'm that kind of person where, here, let me turn down Bomberman a tad for you folks, and I'll turn him down too for a bit for me. I'm that kind of person where if I get an idea in my head, I have to get it out in some capacity. I gotta release the pressure valve that's in my mind. And once I get ideas for memes, for jokes, for throwaway things, I have to manifest them. I have to bring them into existence somehow. I feel it would do myself and my audience a disservice if I did not do that. So I made some memes. I wanna share some of them with you. Unfortunately, one of them I cannot share because of copyright reasons. However, 2 of them I can share right now, because folks, I don't know if you know this, I am fully Rusty pilled. I love Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. I really do. My friend Shay was telling me about it, and lo and behold, I got the game myself, and I couldn't put it down. I loved Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. So, for example, I made this funny little meme. A moment, let me resize this. We got Germa here, right? We got this funny little meme of Germa saying, "Let's bring back Rusty's Real Deal Baseball together." I thought that was very nice. A little gesture, a little extension. I'd send this to Nintendo, but they seem largely disinterested. Last time I sent them anything, they sent me a subpoena, so I'm a little bit shy, a little bit hesitant to send them anything like that. But I made that image, and I made let me add another one. I'm gonna call it add dinosaurs. I made this one. I don't know why they make it so large. I made this one. It says, take the red pill to know the truth, take the blue pill to stay asleep, or you can take the third pill and you can play Rusty's Real Deal Baseball for the Nintendo 3DS. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was an interesting alternative to what Morpheus offered. But anyway, I've been yapping a lot. Time for some gaming. Time for some gaming. We're gonna hop right into it. Right into the options menu, which surprisingly looks a lot like the regular menu of Bomberman Hero. So we're gonna select a new game. And I love the music for this game. I think it's by what's their name? June something. Oh, here, one moment. Let me turn up the audio a tad. Primus Store. We need to tell Bomberman and his friends right away. You certainly do, Princess. Princess Million, something is approaching. Yeah! Oh man. Take this disc and go hide in the engine room. Princess Million, what are you going to do? Don't worry about me, just hurry. I do worry about you, Princess. And the composer is Jun Chikuma. Is her name, Jun Chikuma. She is best known for various contributions to the Bomberman series, amongst other video game soundtracks. I wonder what else she's composed. Oh, she's composed the original Bomberman on the NES. Let's see, Bomberman 90, Bomberman 2, Bomberman 93, Super Bomberman, Bomberman 94, Panic Bomberman, Super Bomberman 3, Super Bomberman 4, Saturn Bomberman, Super Bomberman 5, Bomberman World, Bomberman Hero, Bomberman Quest, Bomberman Tournament. Oh, and Sonic and the Secret Rings. What do you know about that? 7 rings in hand. Life passed through running sand. I can't remember the lyric when you know 7 rings in hand. But yeah, she's great. She's the GOAT. I love her music. I love this game, so we're going to play it. We're going to engage in this shit. Area 1, Battle Room. Now, it's been a while since I've played Bomberman. You must forgive me. I am becoming accustomed again to these controls. There we go. That's what I want to do. So let's see. We got jump. I know this one throws a bomb. Drop, and then you run into it to kick it. Okay. That makes sense. Let me try that again. There we go. Got a life vest. It'll be handy. So how are y'all doing? I hope you've been having a good day. R to turn the camera up. Oh, can I turn the camera around? Like, oh, the C buttons. Okay. It's not a full 3D camera, but it's fine. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Yesterday, I was watching some movies with my friends. As we are wont to do. We watch movies pretty regularly. We're pretty big cinemaphiles. And we watched Hoppers, which was cute. It was a cute movie. Milquetoast political messaging. Okay, if I went to Elon Musk and went like, "Hey, I think you're a good guy deep down. If you just apologize and stop, fucking the planet's environment over, it'd be fine." I don't think that would work. Okay, they're sending Bomberman out to do Bomberman stuff. But yeah, I watched that. I watched GOAT, which I loved. I love the aesthetic of the game. I love the underdog story. I think secretly the sauce for sports films. What was that? The sauce for sports films is they is they gotta have animals in it. Okay, you got Air Bud. My favorite sports films. They're usually basketball movies, and they're usually like Space Jam, Air Bud. And this was no exception. It was basically like Zootopia with more interesting writing and it had a sports thing to it, and I enjoyed it. I liked it very much. I loved the art direction of the jungle, how it was the jungle and the environment was firmly connected to the urban setting. It just looked really neat. I liked it a lot. And then for as a treat, as a post double feature special, which I think we should have probably watched during the intermission. Oh shit, a chicken. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Cock. As a treat, we watched the Chub Chubs, which I have a vague recollection of seeing a long time ago. Incredible movie. I saw it and I felt like, it felt like I had been drowning all my life and I had come up for air for the first time. It was, I saw a film about God and it shot through me like electricity. That's the only way I can really describe the Chub Chubs. And moreover, to more firmly establish the Christian connection between Meeper and the Chub Chubs, they have a Christmas special called the Chub Chub Save Christmas. And that, I'd argue, is one of the finest pieces of cinema I've ever had the privilege of viewing. It's just so awesome. I'm kind of speechless. It's revolutionary. And I've been thinking about it. I have this film studio now, right? Called that I had used to purchase the rights to the early 2000s animated Christmas special, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. And since then, it's been our only intellectual property. And while we've been expanding the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer cinematic universe, unfortunately, I feel like we're kind of tapped for talent. We need more intellectual properties. And you know what? Sony doesn't seem largely interested in the Chub Chubs anymore. I mean, Chub Chubs 1 came out in 2002, and then the Christmas special came out 5 years later. They've been sleeping on that. And there hasn't been a sequel since. I believe I think if I can work my magic here, I can acquire the rights to the Chub Chubs from Sony and release a slew of sequels, maybe even a crossover film with Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I think, Santa knows Meeper. Santa knows Jake Spankenheimer. I feel it's only natural to connect the universes. I think it would be the natural progression of things. I earnestly do. And I could use that money towards, you know, not only other Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer films, but potentially some other IPs. I see Nintendo's been sleeping on Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. I think I could acquire that. We could turn that into, we could have a games division, like Annapurna, like what Annapurna does. Because Annapurna, they need some competition. You know, people weren't fond of Mixtape, unfortunately. It was a bit too twee, from my understanding. You know, because, you know, I'm daddy, I'm wired, and I'm ruthless, and I'm about to fuck shit up. That notwithstanding, I think if we acquired Rusty's Real Deal Baseball by Nintendo, released it on our proprietary format called the Reindeer Nip 64, not to be confused with the Reindeer Nip Master System, I think we could do something interesting, you know? Release a game that appeals to the masses rather than, you know, the niche few, that it appeals to, you know, the people, not the shareholders. That's what I'm interested in, you know. Oh, you know, I'm just spitballing, I'm throwing things out here. I wonder what you folks think, you know. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think I should pursue this any further? I think it'd be an excellent idea. I'm curious. And another thing, Bomberman. You know, Bomberman's not been explored by Konami. They're not doing anything with them. I mean, what, they released Super Bomberman R2 recently? You know, they're... I hope you live your dream. Thank you. Thank you, Ozzy. You know, Ozzy, you got some real Monkey D. Luffy energy. I gotta say that. And I appreciate that. I really do. I hope all your dreams come true as well. You know, as that, you know, that song goes. Well, however it goes. Da 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 da. Dreamin', don't give it up, Ozzy. Dreamin', don't give it up. Yeah. Okay, it does go outside. But you know, I got a lot of projects in mind. Currently, I'm working on... Actually, I haven't been working on. I'm kind of guilty, but I've been chipping away at a script that I'm hoping to complete by next week, and hopefully get out by next week, because it should be an easy video to put together. I'm going to release, because a couple of years ago I made a video talking about some of my favorite summer action movies, right? And I thought this year I would do the same thing. I'd update it with some more films. I believe last time, what were the movies I recommended last time? I think they were Kill Bill, Police Story, God, what were the other ones? Kill Bill, Police Story, Time Cop, oh man, I forget, it's been so long. And I'm burning out fire with gasoline. I'll have to double check. Where is this, there we go. It's the final shard. There you go, come on. But yeah, I've been thinking of putting together some films I like. And some of them I know aren't going to land exactly with everybody, and that's fine. You know, my tastes are my tastes. They are what they are. It's just, you know, how it is. But, you know, we'll see. Like, I do love the movie Kill Bill quite a bit. But I can say with assurance that Quentin Tarantino's a creep. It's kind of a messed up guy. It keeps on, like, digging a deeper hole in regards to the whole, like, race relations thing. I don't know. But, I mean, he's a competent filmmaker, at the very least. I enjoy... about, how much would I say? About 40%. Make that 60. 60% of his movies. Uh, 75%. I don't know. I enjoy him. I like him. But the whole feet thing, you know, kind of weird. Kind of weird. Even Uma Thurman admits it. What's her name? Maya Hawke, who is Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter, was asked in an interview if her mom gave her any advice for acting in a Quentin Tarantino picture, and her mom said, "Wear shoes. Keep your feet concealed. You know, do not let those dogs out." You know, that would be bad. It is solid advice, you know. Especially around that cretin. I don't know, what is it about, like, a lot of, like, older... Oh, shit. A lot about older film people. Film directors. You know, that lead them to some weird places. I don't get it. I don't understand. The graphics are messing up here. You know, Martin Scorsese, of all people, you know, the person who's, like, championing films and has been championing films in the midst of, you know, things like TikTok, YouTube, things like that, of which I am not TikTok, but YouTube I am a participant. You know, you'd think he would not be for it, but oh, I see that gem over there I want to get. No, he's gone whole hog on AI. I guess they just showed him the chat, or they gave him a blank chat, and then he's like, all of a sudden, oh wowzers, you know. Where's the integrity? I don't get it. You know, I understand people trying to make money. I understand people trying to, you know, komadokenquise and, you know, look out for themselves. But I don't know why you have to sacrifice your integrity to do that. You know, in the world we live in, you know, I'm not sure. I ain't positive, right? Just confuses me. You'd think, you know, Martin Scorsese is a person that loves the medium of film and has great respect for other directors in the art form, would see AI for what it is, which is a cheap, like, you know, a cheap trick. Well, not cheap, but, you know, it cheap in that it's of low quality. A low-quality trick that was conjured up by komadokenquising cunts in Hollywood that just wanted to, you know, make money and not pay actual people, you know? And people creatively lazy. You know, the thing is, like, for me as a creative, as a person who, you know, I write... I act a little, I record my voice. I wouldn't say I necessarily voice act all the time. And that's not me disparaging my own work, but like, you know, I'm not, you know, I haven't been in a voice acting booth. I haven't, you know, done anything professional like that. I just record, you know, my voice, and I have a tendency to put on crazy voices. You know, as a creative, as somebody who likes to put things forth in the world, seeing people do the bare minimum and use the technology to do the work for them, makes me just want to keep doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it, you know? Because, you know, I want to be a part of the group that, you know, maybe if AI were, if the bubble weren't to pop, which I, you know, I'm lifting up my mat here. I really hope it fucking does. But if the bubble weren't to pop and it's here forever and we have to deal with it on a daily basis, I'd rather be a part of the contingent of people that, you know, work on things by myself, you know. That's just me, you know. And I know my parents have used AI for little pictures here and there, and yes, it upsets me, and I tell them that, and no, they don't care. But, you know, I don't know. Gotta get this chicken. Because, you know, I think about all the media I've consumed. Training is done, I'll give you the bottom. That was the training? What the hell? Use the power gear to fly. I see. But all the media I've consumed in the years that have gone by has been by humans. And the things I see, you know, like learning models and things like that churn out, it's just shit. It's just uninspired shit. You know? And sure, maybe game studios are using AI at the conceptual stage. A very delicate, nascent stage that is important towards the overall work. And I feel like, you know, that concept designers deserve work. You know, that they should be compensated. You know, that they need work. They need to chase that back. Meanwhile, you know, Sam Altman's making out like a fucking bandit that he is. You know, I don't like it. I refuse it. I rebuke it in the name of our Lord and Savior, Meepers from the Chub Chubs. There we go. Let's see, let me get some gems here. You know, I have a blog that I haven't been updating a lot recently. I really need to get on it, because I like writing and sharing my thoughts on things, but I guess all the stuff that I've written, okay, thank God, all the stuff I've written, I've kind of been a little, you know, a little reticent to share. Not because it's bad, I think it's necessarily bad, but I don't think it's, like, necessarily polished. And I've been kind of tapped for, oh shit, for those things. But recently I've been, you know, putting together a little written document, analyzing kind of like the goddesses of Hyrule as presented in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And it's been very fun. It's been very fun kind of like exploring that, kind of like exploring... Oh shit. I died. Exploring the culture of Hyrule through a kind of mythology lens. You know what I mean? So I may put that on there. I know the kicker is like my blog is on Blogger. Oh man, even have the splash sound effect. Is on Blogger, and Blogger, you know, is okay, but like its text-based tools suck. If I copy and paste text, the formatting is all weird and messed up, and I have to like really like mess with it, and it becomes a whole chore to do when it's a really like big body of text. You know, I don't like it. I don't enjoy that. You know? It's upsetting. There we go. No, I feel like as a kid I probably blazed through this game a lot faster, but this is among the first games I played as a child. It was Bomberman Hero, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, aka Gambare Goemon, Neo Momoyama Bafuku no Odori, or, you know, like those games. We were a mostly Nintendo 64 household, in the 90s. The 90s were so much better. Everything was better in the 90s. I don't know. People go, you know, I say the Dreamcast is my favorite video game console, and it is. But it wasn't the console I necessarily grew up with. I think when I was a kid, I think I only knew of one person, not even in my school, but in my neighborhood, that had a Dreamcast. And it was like she was a friend of my brother's, my younger brother's, and he'd like go over to her house all the time and play it. But you know, we were not Sega people, necessarily. We were Nintendo people, and my brother got a PS2, and then we kind of became an everything people. But for a long time, we were Nintendo exclusive. Because when the Nintendo 64 came out, I was 2. I was 2 years old. You know what made me feel really old recently? In my Star Fox video, I mentioned how I saw Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, in theaters. And a couple of people are like, "You saw that in theaters?" Like, really surprised. I'm like, "Yeah, I was like 5. And then that made me want to perish into dust. Go, Bomberman, put the propeller on your ass. Bomber Marine. Not to be confused with the Blue Marine. The music in this game, Jun Chikuma, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt, but if you are, you did not have to go this hard, you know. These are some baby spanking beats, and you may be like, "Hey, what the fuck do you mean by that?" I don't know. I just say things sometimes because they're fun to say. And when I was in high school, that's how a friend of mine described the music to Luigi's Mansion. He said it got those baby spanking beats, and it kind of stuck with me, you know? What did he mean by that? I'm not entirely sure. Oh crap. Game's over. Oh no, it ain't. We're going right back into it. Ja. Ja. Weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. It's a German folk song to anyone curious. It's kind of hard to get all these guys, you know. Oh man. Ouch. I think I missed both those gems. It thinks that I can't go backward. There we go. Quab. Ooh, a heart. There we go. That ought to do it. Uh-oh. Big fella. Oh my god, it's getting bigger. That is a king crab right there. A giant enemy crab, you could say. There we go. I did it! I used to say that a lot as a kid because of this game, and then people started thinking I was referencing Dora the Explorer, and then I stopped saying that because I didn't want them to think I watched Dora the Explorer. In their defense, I did, but you know I couldn't let them know that. You know I have to keep it a secret. You know kids are mean. You know they don't live and let live. You know. Ooh, it's a big old bomb. B.O.B. There we go. I hope y'all are staying cool out there. I hear the in the UK the heat wave is coming back, which I feel for all of you because that sucks. I remember when I went to Germany several years ago, there was a heat wave where we were, and I was fucking miserable because there's no air conditioning or anything like that, you know. I just have to sit there and suffer and know and the shops didn't have air conditioning, nothing did, you know. It was brutal. Or as they would say in German, es war brutal. But you know, that's how it is, yeah. I'm glad I'm home in an air-conditioned room with the curtains drawn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm freaking out of here.
I did it!
Oh yeah, and if any of you forgot, today, last day of the Steam sales. You know, they close tomorrow. So if you have any games that you want to buy on the cheap, now would be the time. I have recommendations for the past several years. Neon White is awesome. Oh shit, I'm dead. Neon White is awesome. Bomber Cyberfunk is awesome. 2064 Read-Only Memories. 2064 Read-Only Memories Neurodiver is okay. Wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it was decent. It was okay. There we go. Okay game. At least compared to the original, of which I loved. Trying to think of some other games. Grim Fandango is always the GOAT. I know, Double Fine Games. Double Fine, is it Studio? Is Double Fine Studios? They went indie recently amid, all the Xbox bullshit, which I feel for everybody that, got caught in layoffs and stuff like that. That shit fucking sucks. And I hope those people find work, which is hard, because, in this economy, it's hard to find a job. I know, I've been trying to find a new one. But it's been rough, it seems like, a couple of years ago, everybody was hiring, now they're not. It's killing me. But Double Fine is indie, and they could use that money. I'd recommend, Grim Fandango, Psychonauts, Broken Age. I haven't played. I've been meaning to. Never got around to doing that, which I feel kind of bad about. But yo, hey there, if you're currently on a 5-stream streak. Awesome. Thank you for your viewership. I appreciate it. I almost said thank you for your patronage. But I'm not running a storefront on here. At least none that I know of. But welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Fira. Hope you're staying cool. Oh yeah, my Patreon. Where's that link here? I'll hook you up with it. I don't have those. Oh shit! Close my browser. Mid thing. I'll hook you up with it. I don't have the bot thing set up for it, unfortunately. I need to update a lot. I gotta update a lot of things, That's the thing with being a streamer and a creator, is it's just a constant stream of I'll set this for, I don't know, 20 minutes, why not? Constant state of updating, constant state of renewal. It is like Mictlan in Aztec cosmology. It is a land of continuous renewal. Oh fuck! Look at this sword guy. But yeah, welcome in, Fira. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're staying cool amid the searing temperatures. Last week it was awful. It was like I think one day it got up to like 109 degrees. And everybody felt, everybody was like talking like if you go outside for like 5 minutes, you burst into flame. I say but a lot. I'm sorry, it's a vocal stim of mine. Because I'm not very good at, ending sentences in a way that I feel is satisfactory. And as a result, I said it a lot now. And as a kid, I used to say it a lot, and then my parents would give me flack for it. Because they'd be like, do I? Do I know? I'm not sure. Same thing with I would used to say the phrase anyway or anyways a lot. Midwest dude broism. Yeah, man. You know, I sometimes think, you know, what if I grew up with a thicker Chicagoan accent? Would that be interesting? Because I think a lot of, you know, I've noticed among a lot of people, especially now in modernity, that are like really shy about, you know, their regional accents and things like that. And I don't think that's right. You know, I think people are unique, and the regions reflect that. Where they're from reflects that, and that, you know, it's part of the vast tapestry that is human identity. You know. Yeah, exactly. Just like some people, like I know, like people will be embarrassed if they have like a New Englander accent, or if they sound Southern and stuff like that. No, no, no. That's the good shit. That's what we want to hear, you know. If we were all, you know.
The game's over.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I like the record static there. But if we were all the same, if we all spoke the same, I'd be very sad. You know. I don't want everybody to sound like me. I don't want everybody to sound like Chris Pratt. You know, I want people to have, you know, a unique voice. You know. I'm accustomed to you know, things sounding like, you know, ape, I have a question, as opposed to ape, I have an inquiry. Ape, I have a question for you. Yeah, things like that. Humanity is amazing, and I love people, in spite of, you know, what the world wants me to believe. I won't let the poison of misanthropy misanthropy poison me, you know. The Chris Pratt voice. Exactly. And it's sad to see that, you know, the internet as a structure that I thought would, you know, bring people together more, has caused people to become more homogenous. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think it's right. How am I supposed... Where am I supposed to go here? Ouch. There's just a ton of fallen rocks. Like, what the hell, bro? Rocks and swords and geodudes. Because they look like geodudes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be straight with you. I like it. Recently, I said the phrase to a friend, I'm going to be straight with you. And then said, I'm going to be straight with you. I'm sexually attracted to women. But apropos of that, I got to be honest with you. Yeah, these are geodudes. Can't tell me otherwise. These are frickin' geodudes. You can't tell me that that motherfucker is not real. Yeah, I warned them. Admittedly, I was talking to one of my guy friends. I gotta be straight with you. You know, I'm sexually attracted to women. Now I gotta be honest with you. That didn't do what I wanted it to. Do what you want to do. There ain't no rules, it's up to you. Let's see. Eat this. Eat this. Wait, is that Was that all them? Was that the Geodude's fault? Was that their doing? Have I ended the rock slides by eliminating the Geodudes? Certified Ape Diddy. I like singing. I just, you know, I get a little song in my heart and I gotta let it out for the whole world to know. You know? Oh my god. Are the Geodudes back? Karaoke is fun as hell. I should do it more often. I used to do a couple of karaoke streams, but I stopped doing them due to poor turnout. I don't know. Maybe in the future I will do them again, but you know. Oh, the Geodudes are not here. Oh, man. We are woefully Geodudeless. Now and again, and I love it. Yeah! Maybe I should plan something. That'd be fun. I agree. And Fira, might I say, you have a very nice voice. And I love hearing you sing. So. Just so you know. You're welcome. You know, here on my channel, we say nice things to people. And promote the Dreamweave. Or whatever it was from The Bear. I've been watching The Bear recently, season 5. I know people have been, you know, kind of little haters about it, but I liked it, you know. I enjoyed it. I thought it wrapped up the series very well. And, you know, I love, you know, stories with, you know, I admire the cunt. What is it from fucking that date night song by Tom Hardy? I admire the I admire the something of character growth. Fuck, I can't remember. Something about character growth. I'm trying to get the waiter's attention by blinking in Morse code. The narrative, that's it. I admire the narrative of character growth. I'm trying to get the waiter's attention by blinking in Morse code. I apologize to any Australians watching my stream. I try, you know, I consume a lot of Australian media, and I think that would have an impact on my ability to do an Australian accent, of which when I was a kid I was pretty good at, but now that skill has atrophied, and I worried as I progress more it devolves into something else, something hideous, something that I'm ashamed of, something that's gonna get me kicked off the internet, and I'm gonna have to join a ton of Dude Bro podcasts to try to do damage control on my image, so I don't do it anymore. You know, this look... Okay, that was it. I'm like, that looks damageable. I'm sorry. I was having an Aaron Hansen moment. For that, I apologize. Let's see. See if this does anything. No? Where am I supposed to go? Let me in. Ah, there we go. I just had to skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo, my darling. There we go. I swear to God, Geodude, I have not come this far to die now. Quoth Nick, Left 4 Dead. God damn it! Okay. At least I know where to go and how to get there. I don't have to be like, where am I going? What am I doing? There we go. 'Cause admittedly, I'm going into this a tad blind. I've played this game before, but it has been ages. This has been a long time. Throwing bombs at that guy like fucking Kitty Kong throwing bombs at John Arbuckle. You may be wondering what I'm talking about. You'll know. Alright, come on. Alright. Skip, skip, skip to Maloo, skip, skip. Skip to Maloo, skip, skip. Skip to Maloo, my darling. There we go. Eat shit. Ouchie. Man, oh man, there we go. Beat him. We got him. And now we gotta fight Nitros. You must be here to see the UFO that landed nearby. I am Nitros, a soldier of the Garadan Empire. Go back, no one shall pass me. Ha! You are going to try and stop me? If you insist, you will have to fight me. You know, this was my Sonic and Shadow when I was a kid. Were these two. I gotta admit, this fight is very hard. Because he dodges fucking everything. Little shit. There we go. He kicked my bomb, that asshole. Hey, Wolfie. Welcome in. I just gotta bombard them. That's the strat. That's the tip. That's the joint. That's the jam. Damn. Got my ass.
The game's over.
I will try once more. See, he tosses his scarf. He's so fancy. He's like a Deltarune villain, you know. Probably gonna upset people by saying that, but you know. Did he just... That bounced off his head! This is bullshit. I remember Nitrous being hard as a kid. Stop that! Jackass! Zone because this work day won't quit. Totally understandable. If you need me as background noise, I'm flattered. Come on. Come on, you fucking banana. I couldn't think of a better insult spur of the moment. So I thought about what I had for lunch today. I had a banana, I had a burger, I had a sausage. You know, I had the, you know, the whole 9 yards, you know. That's living. Come on. Come on, you. See, I've been frying up a few tortillas for some leftover chili, so I'm also been lurking. That is A-okay. Like I said, if you need me as background noise, I totally understand. It is forgivable. It is permissible. It is... Oh, I got him! I got him!
I did it!
But I didn't get many points. Not that I'm a points chaser, but you know. Let's see, what did he say? Who are you? I am Pibot. Please help Princess Milan. Primus Star was invaded by the Garadan Empire. The Garadan Empire. Princess Milian stole the Emperor's disc and left by shuttle. The princess was kidnapped by shuttle when my shuttle was shot down. I'll give the disc to you. Please help Princess Milian. Alright. Don't worry, I'll rescue the princess for sure. No princesses will be slain. She's nearby, I can feel it. Crown Valley, let's see. No, it'd be better if these guys went down in one hit, but you know. Oh, a little clown guy. Isn't that fun? Now die. Oh shit. Clown's got hops. And not the kind you put in beer. Come on. Check it out. The Sega Saturn. What? This is ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, one moment. I be thirsty. And I be thirsting for a creamy coconut Dr. Pepper. Whoa! Cracky! Sub for 47 months. Welcome in, Cracky. So good to see ya. Thanks for the sub. I always appreciate it. You're a real one. Help? What do you need help with? Oh, right. The second heat wave. Yes, I was talking about this earlier. I hope you're doing well. God, that sucks. I hope for cooler temperatures, cold, drink plenty of water, stay in the shade. You know, avoid that crap, you know. I was talking about when I was in Germany, there was a really bad heat wave. Lasted till Friday. Well, at least you only have to slum it through, to struggle through, today and tomorrow. Damn clown. No, what? He takes two? To make a thing go right? To make it out of sight? Like, come on, guy. It was miserable, yeah. I know what you mean. I think the hottest, it didn't get quite up to 40 degrees Celsius, but the hottest it got when I was in Germany was like 39. And luckily for us, it was a free day because I was doing it as a study abroad thing with 19 other American colleagues. And, we had a free day where we didn't have to do any studies or go anywhere through the program. And so we all went to the beach. There was a, what would you call it? In German, they call it a Baggersee. It's like a basin lake. It was once used for mining, but they flooded it with water and now you can swim in it. We went to one of those. I hate this clown. I hate this clown with every fiber of my fucking being. Yeah, but we went to a lake and swam. It was really nice. To beat the heat. And it worked well. I think the only problem is I wasn't expecting to swim in Germany. So I didn't pack a swimsuit. And being that I am a larger gentleman, I'm a big boy, I'm a large lad, I did not have luck purchasing swim trunks in Germany because like a double XL in Germany is like a large here. You know, Americans, we're large people, you know. And I need like a 2X American, which is probably like in Germany like a 4X. And so ultimately I had to go swimming in some pajama pants, some short pajama pants that I had that had pineapples on them. Because I thought it looked convincing enough to be a pair of swim trunks. And they worked well. They worked well. They served their purpose. But when I got home and I was using them with their intended purpose as, sleepwear, it became a problem because there was sand in my shorts. And, the beach we went to, nobody told us before it was a nudist beach. Half of it was a nudist beach. So some of us were dressed, and the rest of us, all of us were dressed, mind you. All the Americans that went were dressed in swim trunks. But half of the beach was dressed, the other half, just had cock and balls hanging out, wandering around. It was a sight. And they didn't have any changing booths. So I had to get changed in the woods. And a woman almost caught me and went like, "Do you need more time?" And I'm like, "Yes! Now go!" Yeah, they do like having that thing swanging. I was going to say something, but I don't want to indict myself, so I'm not going to say it. I plead the fifth! Yeah, come on, get that. Maybe I should ask Bass why that's the case. It's not like I'm shy around like nudity and things like that. It was just a shock because nobody told us that was the case. They're playing the song. Yeah, they're playing the song. I think the song is called Fern, if I'm not mistaken, which is both a wind, a summer wind in southern Germany, and the German word for a hairdryer, if you did not know. Fun fact, that's your German word of the day, is das Fern. Wait, is it das Fern or der Fern? I think maybe der Fern. Let me double check. I gotta double check this shit. Articles are a thing. Fern. Der Fern. Der Fern. Okay. There you go. Apparently it's a registered trademark. Me and Bass went to a sauna at a pool once, and it didn't have any signs saying it was nude only, so we went in our swimsuits and some guy yelled at us for having clothes on. That's crazy. But yeah, it just came as a shock to me because, nobody told me that it was partially a nudist beach. He was really mad. How dare you? How dare you? Was fällt dir ein? Du kommst in unser Bad mit Hose? Mit Kleidung? Das kann nicht gehen. Du musst so nach, wie du gerade geboren bist. Du spinnst! Yeah, if it had a sign, that would make sense. If they detailed, maybe on their website or something, like, oh yeah, we want you to be butt-ass naked. I don't know why the death animation's so long. The new German sounds like a character from a 90s comedy played by one of Adam Sandler's B-tier friends. It really does, doesn't it? I mean, there was that bit from Eurotrip where they go to a nudist beach and it's a whole big deal. And then Michelle Trachtenberg tries to come and on the beach and everybody's freaking out. Das Groten mi dichen. When we said you must be a Mitglied, we meant that very literally. Translator's note: the German word for member, as in, you know, that thing, member, penis, whatever. Another word for it is das Glied, and the word member, like member of a group, is Mitglied. Ein Mitglied, I think, which could literally translate to with penis. So that's why I said that. When we said you must be a Mitglied, we meant that quite literally. We meant that quite literally. Oh, fuck. Bomberman Hero. Not to be confused with Bomberman 64. Bomberman 64 is a different game with a similarly awesome soundtrack. No, one moment. I want these gems. Love Bomberman 64. See, Nana games. You get it. Take me by the hand, lead me to the Bomberman. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Oh, Bomberman, a voyage through the corner of the screen is a real trip. Oh, Bomberman, a little white bomber guy bombed in the sand. I don't know. I don't like this lightning guy. I don't like him. I don't like the cut of his jib. Fog route. This is Area 3. The Peace Mountains, they don't really look that peaceful. They look very dreary. Ooh, fog! What the fuck? Is this Silent Hill? Bomberman's gonna run up to a guy and ask, have you seen a little girl? Have you seen my wife? Shit! The game's over. Bomberman took 40 Benadryls and tried to go to Silent Hill. That's true. That is what happened. Bomberman's like, I'll find the princess. Her name is Mary. I found this girl Maria as a consolation prize. I hope that's a... Holy shit! God damn! These hills be silent. Not. Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I don't know why it's making laser sound effects there. That sound effect sounds familiar. Maybe it's from a sound effects library that I am only now learning about. What are these frickin' goobers on the floating scooters? There we go. Get his ass. Random bullshit go. It seems like it, yeah. No. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Buy me a drink. Rawl said, get ready for my Corona. Ow! Ow! That son of a... Would y'all leave me alone? Yo, at least I got an extra life. Try that again. I can throw bombs too. You know, I came to drop bombs. I came to drop bombs. I came to drop bombs. Songs that you don't want to listen to when you're going to the airport. Let's see that. Ooh, the crystal. I'm gonna put you in the crystal. I'm gonna put you in there for a minute. It's gonna feel like 1 week. Oh man, this fucker again. This absolute menace. The creature is demonic in nature, very icky, no good. There we go. God damn. Get him. Get him. Get him. Somebody go get him. He's dancing like a stripper.
I did it!
Versus Endol. Excuse me. Bomberman, is that you? How did you get here? Princess Million, I'm here to rescue you. Hello, little man. I am Endor. You came here to rescue the princess? I can't let you do that. I must stop you. Nitrous, take Million with you. There they go. Goodbye. Oh, he's so sad. This Endor guy looks tough. Here it comes. Oh man, the Bomberman hero music. For a while, I thought this was the best kind of boss music. Oh, I fell. Particularly this part, the breakdown. Oh, now he's pissed. The game's over. Let me try again. Let me try again. Yeah. Take this, you catfish fuck. He didn't even touch me. There we go. I got him. Ooh, money! Money.
I did it!
The princess is nearby. I can feel it. You said that before, P-Bot. She's on Primus Star. Let's hurry. Not the best score, but thought the robot left Bomberman behind. Yeah, I'm fucking out of here, man. Ooh, a bonus stage. I got it all. I'm perfect. I'm beautiful. Area 1. Groog Hills. The princess is very close. She's inside Primus Castle. Primus? Like fucking... That's not even Primus. What am I saying? When I grow up, I want to be one of the harvesters of the sea. I think before my days are done, I want to be a fisherman. And then I die. Looks like my days are done. There we go. Not making the same mistake twice. Defeat quick Groogs by dropping bombs, then running away. Good tip. Is that a Groog? What, pray tell, is a Groog? Ah, okay. That was a Groog. Hey, Groog. Bye, Groog. Ooh, a fucked up flower. It's the second fucked up flower I've fought this week. Come on. There we go. There we go. Guess he couldn't run that far. Grooging it up. Sounds vulgar now that I say it. You know, I'm out with the boys, you know, we're grooging it. We had a couple beers and now we're grooging it all night long, you know. That's just how life is, you know, on this bitch of an earth. I have to do some basketball moves. Kobe. Kobe. No. I don't know what to do. In a maze, and I don't know what to do. Nice try. Let's see. There we go. Oh man. It's a close one. I did it! Bubble hole? Hole shown on stream? Wow. Crazy. Ooh, bouncy. The hole with the big bubble may contain a secret. Boom to smithereens. Yeah, it is fucked up. The enemies have, some enemies have iframes. Oh, come on, man. That wasn't fair. Try again. On, go back to Smithereens. Finally. The controls on this game aren't exactly precise. But it's okay. It's gonna bombard them. Ooh, I found the secret. Dexter's secret, Dexter's secret. Don't throw shit at me. An aerial assault. There we go. I did it! Auror's Lake. Oh, I got the propeller. I'm gonna turn my ass into a boat. Here we go. Let's fucking go! Oh man, I forgot. I thought those creatures next to him were his nipples. Oh no, buttholes. Let me through. Yeah, I know, right? Happens to me all the goddamn time. There we go. Oh man, made me miss my heart. Can you feel my heart? Oh, the nipple missiles. I'm dead. One fart and I'm dead. Welcome home. I do not like the smell of your cologne. You're a very handsome looking man. Find my pages, find my circus, bite my bite 5 nights at Freddy's. A big Dylan, a big fat Dylan. That has become a vocal stem among my friends, of which they will not stop quoting. That may be why. Find my pages, find my circus. Oh! Dang it, man! I almost had that. There we go. There we go. Not a perfect score, but you know, I did my best. Water slider. No music, only running water. Oh shit. No! And the crystal. Just wandering through the waterway. There we go. There we go. I did it. Oh, I passed by there. That's fine. Let's see. Rock and Road. They got the princess. Oh no, it's Crash Bandicoot. It's Crash fucking Bandicoot. Ooh. Gotta blow up this door that somehow reminds me of Dommy. There we go. I did it!
Water pool. A lot of water here, eh? Oh, rat! I wonder where this one goes. Let's see. No!
The game's over.
I think I'll try one more time. And then I think once I finish this level, I think I'll call it a stream here. I don't know why. I've suddenly got a big drop in energy. Like, I just feel like I want to nap. Or something. Yes, Bomberman does that to a person. Yep. There we go. Oh, come on, man. Here, I think I will stop here for now. Because I don't know, I'm getting upset. I'm getting agitated. And I don't want to take that out on anyone. So I will stop here for now. Next week, I will continue with some more scintillating gameplay of Bomberman Hero. I almost said 64. I'm smacking myself thinking about that. Here, let me send y'all off to another streamer. Let's see who's streaming right now. Let's see. AOL! AOL is streaming right now. Let me send you all off to AOL. I like AOL. They're really, really cool. There we go. I always forget I need the triple L. Thank you for being here, Ozzy. It was great to be accompanied by such lovely people. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, stay classy, stay sassy, stay grassy. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.